Hey, good afternoon. Little progress on this vise. I just wanted to show you an update. So, obviously it's in pieces and cleaned up. I'm pretty content with how clean it is right now. It could get a little better, but I got inside and out of it. But the only thing I haven't done is mess with the jaws. Now I'm going to try to do that now, but a couple bolts are missing. Each jaw is held on with 4 bolts, as you can see on this side here. Obviously it's missing the 1 bolt there, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get those up. It's got to be almost 3/4 of an inch thick on the jaw there. Good sized jaws. So the only thing I have to do is I'm going to try to salvage a couple of, let me show you. I'm not sure of the terminology offhand, but these here, I'm going to get a matching set of those and add those. And then the only work I have to do yet is address this bar. This is how it came. Obviously it had those are just pinned in there, and it's missing the 1. So the game plan is I'm going to attempt to utilize these steel balls here for new ends. Now I almost want to say that it's going to be easier and better to just replace the whole shaft, and I might very well do so, but that's going to depend on if I have a piece of steel or not. You know, any project that I do, I tend to cut costs whenever possible, and I'm not going to go out and buy a steel rod. You know, maybe it's cheap enough, but you know, who knows? If they're talking $15–20, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna make do with this one, clean this one up if I have to, or possibly find one. But cleaned up pretty nice. Let me show you the other side of it. Check out that logo, huh? So I'm gonna when I paint this, I'm gonna paint it and make that pop. So I'm gonna do that kind of star deal, a different color than the vise, obviously, and then I'm gonna do the lettering a different color yet. So I'm almost leaning toward green. I gotta take a look over in the paint stash. I got some of this tractor truck and implement spray enamel, green, and I used it and I painted some lettering for the house, and I was pretty impressed with it. It's super shiny and durable, but aside from that, I think I have some John Deere. I have this here, Krylon Farm Implement. I believe this is John Deere green. Yep, John Deere green. Most of this paint came in tool lots. You know, there's always some paint kicking around, with the exception of the Rust-Oleum red and black. I get that at the dollar store here. Like I've mentioned in the past, there's a dollar store here in Syracuse, and they often have the Rust-Oleum enamel, black, red, blue. They always have Valspar. They always have a lot of Krylon. I picked this up, Krylon Max, and also that green there. So yeah, that's emerald green. So I got a couple different greens. So I'm leaning toward the green, and I'll have to see what would look best. So we'll figure it out. I suppose I should probably Google this vise and see what it looked like in the factory. Maybe go with that color, but I tend to use what I have. But I'm definitely going to paint this bad boy. I'm thinking about filling in some of these dents and nicks, some of the deeper ones, and getting that all smoothed out and nice. I think that this piece is definitely worth a little bit of extra. And then on this, possibly take the angle grinder and smooth some of that out, or just leave it as is, you know, because this isn't going to be painted. This will be bare metal, so I can't really put any filler on that without it being obvious. So, but yeah, pretty happy with it. This thing was filthy. Yesterday before work, I couldn't help myself. I jumped right on it and hit it with a wire wheel, and you know, the paint just fell right off of it. But there, just caked on crud and dirt and you name it, all kinds of grease, years and years and years of filth. This was loaded right up. So, but I got the majority of it cleaned up. I'll probably do a little bit extra just to fine tune, clean it. And then some, like I said, some filler on the metal front body, but just massive. I think they made this in a 8-inch version too, the 8-inch jaws, and these are the 6. But it's just incredible how big this vise is. You know, I've been buying tools and vices for a while now, and I've never come across one of this size. Usually it's, you know, something like this size here. This is a Morgan Chicago 140. So, if I were to do a vise count, sheesh, I'd probably lose count. But I got a couple in the house. I got a Colombian D45 and a Colombian C45 in the house. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That makes 8. You know, and I got a few more besides that, but in general, excuse me, in general, I pick them up when I find them. I often find them at the flea markets, or, you know, or people on Craigslist will get a hold of me, like I've mentioned several times. I run an ad on Craigslist, and I'm pretty thorough in the description of the ad. I state specifically what I'm looking for, and that I'm not buying any made in China or Taiwan tools, or Japan, really, for that matter. Mostly made in USA and older stuff, and especially now more than ever, with space being an issue, I'm more picky than ever. So, but this person here, her father saw my ad on Craigslist and got a hold of her and said, hey, you should get a hold of this guy. And she had the vise. She took the vise as a payment from somebody that owed her money, like I stated in the video yesterday. $300 he owed her, I guess. So she took the vise and cut her losses. Like I told her, better to get that than nothing. And I was originally going to try to offer her $50, and I showed up and saw the size of it, and I was like, oh, there's no way. And she was super cool. So we started talking, and she told me that she took it for the $300 payment, and I at that point was gonna leave. I was gonna say, well, I can't get anywhere near 300, and she was like, well, I could meet you halfway at 150, and I said, nah, it's just too much. So she went down to 100, and I gave her $100. So I figure it's a pretty good deal. I usually get better deals than that, but I can't really complain. I think it's a fair price. This thing is over 150 pounds. So not bad at all. So anyways, that's it. That's the update. I'll keep you posted on the paint and the body work that I'm going to do on it. and chip away at it here and there on my days off, or nights off rather. But I appreciate you watching as always. Hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful day out today. Enjoy it. Thank you very much.